when it come to you, issue with trust. Won't let no one get a piece of your love. Yeah, base it on loyalty, base it on us. I ain't the picture perfect type, but I'm making it up. You say you want a bad, flip it, I can't get enough. I'm with your love, but when I'm with you, I'm bitter. It's forbidden fruit on apple juice. Can I sip on the cup? Mix it with some. You chosen. It up when you open. It's up. I'm Hey, when it come to you, yeah, base it on loyalty, base it on us. I ain't the picture perfect type, but I'm making it up. You say you want a bad, flip it, I can't get enough. I'm rich and love, but when I'm with you, I'm bitter. It's forbidden fruit on apple juice. Can I sip on the cup? Mix it with some. You chosen. It up when you open. It's up. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Up when you open. It's up. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Girl, you chosen. Sound is in the air, no, you can't bring no phones in. We walk in and they're like, what's all the commotion? No, he can't step up foot in here if we don't know him. Treat you special, girl,
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Denver, they couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now...
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Murray out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Franklin in at the 4 spot. And for Boston, down in the front court along with Tatum. Smart is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horford in at the 5. Clark for both teams tonight. Unbelievable talent up front.
Kevin, you're right. I love seeing what we have in store in the paint area in this matchup. I think that's likely where this game is going to be decided.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Hits it from 3-point range.
You know, Oladipo feels like he can take and make this shot whenever he wants to. You can just see the confidence.
Schroeder outside. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And the pass to Horford. Fade away. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Outstanding work on the glass by Tatum, and quickly he turns the rebound into points.
Schroeder against Murray. Driving in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Nobody near Schroeder. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
From beyond the arc, Schroeder can be so effective. Defenses need to watch him out there. You can't sleep on him at the three-point line.
Murray for 3. Rebound Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
The drive by Schroeder for Murray.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
And free agency unkind to Dennis Schroeder over the summer. Bet on himself to get a bigger deal in the offseason, and cap space drying up quickly, and he just lacked suitors. He eventually catches on with this team, but this wasn't the ideal scenario.
Pass to Franklin, and it's blocked by Brown. They get it back. Murray looking around. To the paint, clock at 4. Embiid. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Tatum way outside. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He kicks it to Tatum. Inside, and the dunk by Brown.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about when Tatum's scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
The longest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let me know who wants a t-shirt. Fans, your Celtics answer.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
The 76ers trail by 5. Murray outside. And they get it, and it's Murray with the jam.
I think when you're guarding Murray, you're always worried about his jump shot, but he's also deadly off the bounce, so pick your poison.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Schroeder. The shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Franklin, guarded by Smart. Oladipo for 3, sinks the triple. Oladipo's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the 76ers. Outside Tatum. There's the drive, and the dunk by Tatum.
Got to give credit to Tatum. I mean, adding strength over time, learning how to score through contact on the drive, all positive signs.
And they double up Embiid. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Philadelphia has possession. Franklin for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me, watching him just 1 year in Kentucky. I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right, his feel for the game is outstanding.
Come on and get loud. Here are
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Joel Embiid. Gordon comes in for Franklin. Porter's checked in for Harris. Robinson is subbed in for Oladipo. Robinson finds Hernan Gomez. Richardson against Robinson. Here's Richardson. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. On the wing, Gordon. Hernan Gomez covering. Robinson passes to Gordon. Got a piece of it. Cantor inside, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. And Boston with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Passes it to Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. On Gomez with a screen on Robinson. 5 to shoot, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
A floater. Murray, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Drives to the hoop. Basket counts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
2 minutes.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Robinson.
Richardson the pass to Robinson. Back to Richardson. Porter pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Gordon kicks to Porter. Over Robinson. Porter, no luck.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Williams dishes to Richardson. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Hernan Gomez. Richardson outside. 11 feet away, and Cantor pulls it down.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Boy, he's an excellent defender. You look at Josh Richardson, he's got real good length, athleticism, quickness, and does a good job reading the opposition, too.
Here's Murray. Cantor trying to free himself up. Murray, good. Murray's got 6 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pritchard passes to Robinson. Richardson outside. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Robinson kicks to Gordon. Back to Robinson. Fires the 3. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Celtics lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He sees the need to turn up the heat a bit.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Franklin. Oladipo is out there at Korkmaz. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Harris in at the small forward position.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
It's Brown with the drive. Can't get it to fall.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside and a lot of people's view remain. David, thanks.
Showing you he can score off the ball. Dennis Schroeder has improved his shot.
Bo's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And he's right, Clark. Oladipo can take over a game with his athleticism.
Well, you think about it, Kevin. This guy notched a 42-inch vertical at the draft combine. He's a really outstanding all-around athlete. A bit like Russell Westbrook in that regard. And he's got an aggressive streak in him as well.
Smart dishes to Brown. There's Schroeder. No good on the 3.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain that.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Oladipo against Tatum. And they get it back. And the basket is good.
Per usual, Big Al carving out outstanding position that helps him get to the ball before anybody else.
Here's Franklin, guarded by Tatum. Tate gets to Franklin. Back to Tate. Oladipo outside, launches it. Rebound, Boston. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Now Schroeder, 9 points last game. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Al Horford. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism we hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Philadelphia.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brown, good.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Victor Oladipo. And here's Smart. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Kept alive.
Taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Oladipo right side. Stolen by Smart. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Tatum passes to Brown. Got a piece of it. Oladipo outside and taken away by Brown. Franklin with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact and ignoring it, really.
In the corner, it's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Hernan Gomez comes in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Franklin. Porter comes in for Tate. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Jamal Murray in for Oladipo. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, that's impressive.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Murray. Takes the three. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Robinson. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Porter kicks to Kanter. Murray outside. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Richardson, he's a physical guard now. This guy's got good strength, and he powers through physical contact and capitalizes there.
Porter inside. Hernan Gomez on him. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Porter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Murray. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Jazz, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Boston's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Into the lane. Pritchard passes to Robinson. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And Murray, here we go. And then Murray with the jam.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now, because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
Misses off the right iron. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Doc Rivers. Doc, a back-and-forth affair so far. How do you pick it up in the second half?
Well, they were just a more physical team. I mean, they blew up all our actions. They got all the 50-50 balls. We got back in the game because we started doing it back at them, so that's important.
We'll see if we can keep that up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. And Shaq, you won a dozen Player of the Month awards. What did you do with all of them? Now let's talk first half. The production from Jason Tatum has been special. He is in the zone.
All I can say, he's been MFPS, and that stands for Most Frequent Prolific Scorer. If you don't know anything about me, he's been efficient. He's really the man driving the force in their offense. Look, when he's rolling like this, good luck slowing him down.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
He just loved the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's Schroeder. He's got 6. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Celtics. On to the front court along with Tatum. Smart is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Tatum is set up now. He's automatic. He wastes no time pulling the trigger.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Here's Smart, and the rejection by Embiid.
Incredibly light-footed at 7 feet tall. Embiid can cover a lot of ground defensively.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Horford, and Franklin pulls it down. Franklin's got 4 rebounds in this game. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Here's Schroeder. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Franklin for 3. That shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hey, when you're as strong and as physical as Horford is, you're going to have to deal with physical defense. That's just part of the territory. On the flip side of that, though, you're going to have some and-one opportunities, too.
And an area that's often underappreciated for Horford, he's a fantastic passer.
Nothing flashy. Great vision in the post or at the top of the key. And he just keeps it moving and finds the open man.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo.
That's his 4th.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Schroeder against Murray. It's Schroeder with the drive. The kick out to Brown. Beyond the arc. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Brown. Schroeder's got 6 in the quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Murray dishes to Embiid. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Horford.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And the 76ers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible, and what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Tatum looking around. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Jamal Murray.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's good. Franklin's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Look who's coming out onto the court.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Josh Richardson comes in for Smart. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting team, the 76ers third.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Brown kicks to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Murray against Schroeder, and it's Murray penetrating. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Schroeder passes to Tatum, lets it go from deep. No good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
For the lead, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Embiid has such balance and agility for a big man. He's able to work through contact and still finish with touch.
Schroeder passes to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in.
Austin making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Jason Tatum. Vernon Gomez comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the 76ers, Cantor checked in for Joel Embiid. Gordon comes in for Franklin. And Porter subbed in for Tobias Harris.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Richardson, no luck. The 76ers lead. Murray outside. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it works.
And there's the drive. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Knocks it loose. Williams with the steal. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. 5 rebounds tonight. Porter passes to Cantor. Stolen by Robinson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
Williams kicks to Richardson. Stolen by Robinson. Murray, the pass to Cantor. On the wing, Porter. 1:36 left in the third quarter. The shot, no good.
Well, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Richardson dishes to Robinson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Oladipo in for Otto Porter Jr. Oladipo for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Tobias Harris.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. The big block there in this close game.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. 50 seconds left in the third. Harris's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Pritchard, and the rejection by Embiid. On the wing, Harris, guarded by Robinson. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 9 points.
Harris has learned how to score despite tough, physical, airtight defense. He's an experienced, versatile scorer.
Richardson to get open is Robinson. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Brown is checked in for Boston. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Harris kicks to Oladipo. This one for 3. Off target from downtown. Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. Great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Duncan Robinson. Franklin out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Harris in at the 3. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Philadelphia on D. Brown kicks to Tatum. Outside, Horford. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Smart's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston. Here's Franklin. Rebound, Boston. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
And for Dennis Schroeder, playing in the NBA was a promise fulfilled to his dearly departed father.
Greg, how about this? As a young man, he swore to his dad that he'd make it. And after his dad's passing, Dennis discovered a note from his dad encouraging him to continue to follow his dream.
Murray's checked in for Oladipo. And here's Harris from the arc. They get it back from deep. And they recover it. Outside for Murray. The 76ers with another miss. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Horford showing you what concentration and strength can do. That contact phased him hardly at all.
Smart wide open, he fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. Smart's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle splits for the Celtics.
Boy, they're hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end. Very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. A nice shot by Harris.
And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Boston.
Murray against Schroeder. To the inside. Here's Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 9 points for Horford.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For 3, Harris.
They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Robinson misses. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 13. Franklin passes to Murray. Here's Franklin, guarded by Tatum. Here's Embiid. The shake. Nice move. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Horford. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 16-3 run right now. Smart. And the rejection by Embiid. For 3, Murray drills it from outside. Murray's got 22.
This is Murray's game. A shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Fans, your Celtics dancer.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Horford sets a screen for Brown.
Ball like this, I mean, he's simply on a tear right now.
There's the pass to Oladipo. Back to Korkmaz. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 11. Down low, stolen by Gordon. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Horford.
And, you know, Freeland can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
All right, look who's coming out onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
On defense, Philadelphia. They trail by 9 points. Schroeder passes to Tatum. From the baseline. Hits the front of the rim and out. The 76ers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And they'll get another chance. Korkmaz, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Hey, guys, if you let Brown get close to the basket, you face the consequences. Just a tremendous athlete with unreal dunking ability.
They grab their own miss. Cantor. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Tate finds Gordon. Oladipo for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And slam dunk by Tatum.
I tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league, and they're on display now.
Here's Korkmaz. Back to Gordon. The kick out to Oladipo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, always in attack mode. Oladipo.
That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Franklin comes in for Aaron Gordon. Tobias Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Jamal Murray in for Tate.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Harris against Brown. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. 8 for 11 shooting so far.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Outside for Robinson. From outside the arc. Got it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Brown finds Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Celtics. Here's Williams. The kick out to Brown. Smart against Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Here's Franklin. Good!
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And that's an intentional foul.
Jamal Murray. That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
What really makes Schroeder special is the energy he plays with. I mean, it's contagious and infects the entire team. He's like a lightning bolt of energy when he hits the court.
Free t-shirt. Let's see who gets the loudest and who wants a t-shirt.
7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Korkmaz, no good.
For the 76ers.
So we see Boston get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, there were some times